Hey, welcome to Zach's Tech Turf and weekly download episode number 133. On today's episode, I'm going to be playing some Destiny 2 because you're probably sick of seeing the Division 2 footage. I got my cup of coffee right here. Make sure you guys let me know in the comment section what you're sipping on. Let's get into it. Before we get into it though, once again, let me quickly introduce the sponsor of today's video, Dev Mountain. Dev Mountain is a 13-week class for all of you aspiring iOS and web developers out there. The 13-week class focuses on providing you only the skills that you actually need to go out there and start your new career in coding. They don't waste time with a filler curriculum like at a traditional college. They also feature student housing at no extra cost, a variety of different classes including UX design and QA testing, and most importantly, all of this is available at an affordable price. Head on down to that first link in the description to learn more if you're interested in getting that quick boost you need to start your new career in coding and design. To kick off the tech news for the week, we got an interesting leak about one last Ryzen 2nd generation CPU coming, the Ryzen 7 2700X 50th anniversary edition. As you may or may not know, 2019 is actually the 50th anniversary of AMD, so there's a pretty confident leak out there that they are about to ship yet another version of their 8-core and 16-threaded Ryzen 7 2700X just months before the ever so awaited Ryzen 3000 series. I personally won't buy this. You might as well keep waiting if you already have been though. Speaking of the new Ryzen CPUs, MSI stirred up the pot this week as one of their customer support agents posted on a forum that the MSI X370 motherboards won't support the new 3000 series chips. This obviously got the internet going crazy because one of the main selling points of this entire AM4 lineup was that you wouldn't need to upgrade your motherboard for 4 iterations of these new Ryzen chips, and I found myself a little worried as well. MSI wisely jumped on the situation and responded rather quickly that the support agent was wrong, and that mess died down quickly. Switching over to Nvidia, we just got word that Nvidia is about to greenlight a huge batch of more G-Sync compatible monitors, and these include models for Acer, Asus, Gigabyte, and a few more. The Nvidia driver that will allow these is set to launch next Tuesday, and it's set to increase the amount of G-Sync capable monitors by 41%. Transitioning over to some non-PC but still tech news, that famous Samsung Galaxy Fold phone that everyone was raving about for one day immediately jump shipped the immediate next day after. Yeah, after several good reviews about the phone from some YouTubers and journalists, a bunch of them started to report that the screen started malfunctioning and became completely unusable after only 2 days of use. There are now a good amount of pictures online from these guys' phones like MKBHD where the screen started to peel or some of them completely blacked out and only one side of the fold even worked. As of right now, Samsung did state that they aren't pushing the release date back from next week, but it's not looking so good for them in my opinion. And to wrap up the tech news for the week, I'm sure a lot of you exclusive PC gamers like myself don't care, but for everyone else, GameStop is now rolling out a new policy that allows customers to receive a full refund within 48 hours of buying a game under their new Guaranteed to Love It scheme. Like I said, them changing their refund policy to be a little more flexible doesn't affect my life at all, but I know a lot of you are still hanging on to your consoles as well, so I thought I'd share. Moving on to the PC gaming news for the week, Lutris Gaming announced that they figured out how to get Epic Games fully functioning on Linux, and their tweet even said that there's, quote, no issues observed whatsoever. This is great news for you Linux gamers out there, but it's not all well and good as Fortnite actually can't be played specifically because of the anti-cheat systems that are in place. Let me know down in the comment section if you guys are going to try this though. Speaking of trying things, the WoW Classic Beta is almost upon us it seems, as the Classic Beta has just appeared on Blizzard's vendor content delivery network. I've said this multiple times already, but I absolutely cannot wait to play some WoW Classic. I may or may not have been warming up on a private server called Kronos, but yeah, I'm super excited for this. You can indeed go into your battle.net accounts and change your beta preferences, which I definitely recommend you do if you want a shot at trying it out. Next up, a new Forza game just silently released this week. It's called Forza Street, and I had absolutely no idea that this was happening, and I don't know if anyone else did either. Forza Street is just a simple arcade game apparently. It's not a fully fledged Horizon or Motorsport title, and you apparently click your mouse to speed up and release to slow down. It's one of those type games. The trailer actually makes it look like a pretty polished game, and a mobile version is coming soon, and I'll definitely be checking this out when I get a chance. And finally, to wrap up the PC gaming news for the week, in light of the Notre Dame Cathedral being burned down a few days ago, Ubisoft announced that Assassin's Creed Unity will be free to download on PC this week, and they are also making a donation worth over $500,000 as well. You can pick up the PC version for the game for free through Uplay, and you have until April 25th to do so. Well, there you have it. That wraps up weekly download episode number 133. As always, drop a comment down below of what your favorite piece of news was or what you're excited to hear about maybe next week. After that, feel free to head on over to one of these two videos if you haven't seen them yet, and definitely hit that subscribe button because coming up next, I got some more gaming PC build guides coming. You don't want to miss those videos.